Grab all these links. All the links. Where's I forget where this one is all the time. It's at my studio. YouTube Studio. Go live. Stream. There it is. There she be. And I guess we just click on it. There she be. Didn't change the settings though. What the hell? All right, let's switch in here. All good. This one, change, edit title and description. I still need that. Change into here. Customization. What are you? Man. YouTube's always the hardest one to set up, bro. What the hell? Where is category? Gaming. Dual links. Okay. Save. And now when I go here, it gives me this. Okay. All right. And then we can do copy this. Go here. Take this. Paste. Paste here. I am live. Tournament starts in 10 minutes. Come chill. There we go. All right. Easy peasy. Lemons squeeze me. What's up, boys? Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, bud? What's up, Tassogen? Is it too late to sign up? No, it's not. After much praise, Konami back to scummy ways. Was there ever really praise, though? Can you praise someone for doing the bare minimum? What's up, Maurice? $300 for 3 droplet selection. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But, you know. Are we online on Kick? Yes, sir. We are online on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Find your favorite platform. Go watch it on there, brother. I'm doing good, Maurice. What's up, Just Better DL? Konami's a gambling company. True. Very true. Facts, bro. Facts. How many players are we at, by the way? 123. Wow. Another 8 minutes. I'm sure a couple more people will get in there. But it looks like 120, 130 players will be the way. Hola? Hola. ¿Cómo está? That's the extent of my my Spanglish. All right, all right, all right. Let's get in there. I got 10 free packs of what, dude? What do I have 10 free packs of? What is this? I get 10, or I get one of this. Oh, it's speed duel garbage. Whatever. I guess I'll take it. I guess. Speed Duel Omega Lol. Or Rush Duel, whatever it's called. Rush Duel Omega Lol. Ultimate Flag Ace whatever. What's the other free shit that I get? I get 10 packs of Phoenix Blaze. Oh, that's pretty cool, I guess, actually. Yo, yoink, give me that shit. What are we going for? I don't know what I'm going for. I guess we're going for Hodgin again. I kind of have everything I want, though. Oh, I got Ice Dragon Prison. Nice. I don't have 3 of those. I think it's my second one. Oh, this is kind of a cracked opening. Hodgin to make it all good. Okay, I guess we're not playing my caution. Damn. Yeah, hate to see it, dude. Absolute tragedy. Wait, there's more free shit? What else did I get? What the? There's something else I can get? Free? Oh, Rush Duel shit. Yeah, I guess, bro. Whatever. Whatever, bro. I'm doing good, Taylor. You see Konami hosted a Duel Links tournament with TCG Master Duel content creators? I did not. When was that? Pachinko? Pachinko machines. Next 2 days I'll have 6,000 gems. Jesus. Oh, you mean Master Duel. Alright. Skip. What the hell is like a Magic the Gathering card? Nani? Nani? It's going on right now. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, the Challenger Cup thing. Yeah. I remember they announced it a long time ago, but I don't know. Is it popular? I didn't even see it. Honestly, I did not pay attention to anything Yu-Gi-Oh related till like just right now. Oh yeah, they are online.
Kind of snatched
oh yeah. Cool. 7th anniversary tournament.
We can't like it's weird because the way the links were set up, you couldn't make a unicorn to draw here.
I don't know what
so
round
we're just
they're
gonna
in.
make another Kissy Kid.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Are they almost done? I have no idea. What round are they in? Do you think we'll get Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds this year for Duel Links? Well, yeah, of course. There's always going to be Worlds. Doesn't cost them anything to do Worlds. It's still EU only? Oh, then it's Garbo. I'll play today. I upload my deck list. Do I need to do something else? It would be best to ask in Discord or ask a moderator. I signed up last minute. Didn't get notified till 12:52. What the... I pinged you guys like 3 times. See, this is the whatchamacallit, the catch-22, right? If I ping too much, people are like, bro, why you pinging so much? If I ping too little, people are like, bro, why didn't you tell me there was a tournament? Yo, why did I get so much shit? Oh, it's the anniversary stuff. Makes sense, makes sense. I haven't logged in since anniversary. I literally have not logged in since the last time we did the tournament, which is what, 2 weeks ago? What is this? Rainbow pack, cool. Open that shit up. Cool, cool, cool. Anyone be using the Swords of Revealing Light? Rush Duel, baby. Yeah, Sakadetsu, what's up? Animation of swords is nice. I have not seen it yet. I guess we'll see it today, maybe. In 2 minutes. Sub Z Submit. How's it going, bud? All right, boys. We got 2 minutes to sign up. 2 minutes before start time. We'll get it going here shortly. I don't know if there's any new decks to keep an eye out for, but I guess today we'll be looking to see the impact of the selection box, right? The selection box is kind of nuts. You get Forbidden Droplet, although to be honest, there aren't that many situations where Droplet is just straight up better than like a Chalice. But there are situations, and it will be good eventually, if not now. Alpha the Master of Beast probably has some pretty good usage, I would imagine. Especially when you want an artifact from your deck. This is probably more of a side deck card, so we'll see. We are a side deck tournament. I don't know if other tournaments in the scene are still side deck or not, but we are always side deck, so maybe you'll see something with that. Armageddon Spaghetti Knight is a pretty cool card, but I don't know if just sending a dark monster from your deck to the grave is as good as it can be with where we are in Duel Links. So there's a lot of questions, you know, like there's a lot of potential, maybe, maybe not. Thing with Duel Links is just because a card is good, just because a card is good doesn't necessarily mean that it's good in Duel Links. Like if it's good in TCG. There was one card where people were like, God, what was it, dude? I think it was this one. This guy. Everyone thought Castell, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, would be good. But he just ended up being dog shit, you know? I don't think I've ever seen anyone summon this guy. So, you know, you never know. You never know. We'll see. Whale 5 packs. True, I do have a lot of gems. I don't need any packs, though. I don't have anything to buy. Limit 3 makes it unplayable. Yeah, probably. Dark Lord's got a link. Oh, did they? That's funny. Whole Droplet. People still use Malevolent Sin for some reason. Sin's really strong, though. You know what I mean? All right. Time to get started, boys. What do we got? 141 participants. Damn, that really jumped up like crazy there. Gonna see these here tournament brackets. All right, seed everybody. Everyone's seated. Switch it to best of 3. What are we at? Best of 3, best of 3, best of 3. Oh shit, no. I want the finals to be best of 5. That would be crazy. We got 8 rounds. Start the tournament. 8 total rounds. Sheesh, my boy. All right. And we in there. Let's let everyone know that we started. Duel Links participants. The event has begun. Okay. Now we wait for some people to play and then we get in there. All right. What are we watching, dude? What are we washing? Representing Kick with the viewership of 1. True. Honestly, if I was watching on one of the 3 platforms, I'd pick Kick, dude. No ads. Cleaner quality. Holy. And you can just pop out Twitch chat if you really want to participate in Twitch chat, you know? But that's just me, bro. All right, let's see who's playing, if anybody. Whale the selection box? I will not be whaling the selection box. All right, let's just start clicking on random games and see what we got. Wonder if we'll see selection stuff today. Probably. Selection's super interesting in Duel Links because if you try to host a tournament like the day of selection, it's not that hype because people who play Duel Links are broke, you know. Hey, it is what it is. You know, people don't want to spend money on the game. I totally get it. I don't spend money on the game like that either. So, you know, getting 3 copies of everything, you may not see it right away. That's why, like, if you want to see if a selection box is actually impactful, you gotta wait a couple days, up to a week, you know? Duel Links pay to win. True, they sure is. All right, let's see what games are going. Surely by now some games are starting. Hi room. What the hell? You spent all that time to say hi and you didn't even make the room, bro? What the fuck? So far, no one has started. They're all just talking to each other in their chat rooms. Eventually, they'll start, though. I think we just have, like, a lot of new players today or something. I don't know, man. They're all moving slow as molasses. Room? Have I played Pal World? No, but I've seen a lot of people play Pal World. It's the new hype shit, I guess. Question mark? I have it for free on Xbox Game Pass, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't lose anything by trying it, right? It's like the new shit, bro. Is it too late to sign up? It is very late to sign up. Is this a sealed tournament? No. You can't do sealed in Duel Links without being like a millionaire. Imagine having new players made by Meta Weekly Gang. True. Those are like the same 20 people over and over. Or 30 or however many they have. Alright, I think I finally found a game, boys. Let's go. Igzu. Igzu. Well, I found 2 people, but they haven't started yet. What the hell? All right, maybe we'll just wait for them in this room. I haven't had good luck finding anything else. What's up, Fukibi? How's it going, bud? Show us the Bowman jump scare. I don't even know where it is on my computer anymore. It's somewhere, but I don't know where. We could go watch Red Eyes, I guess. They're probably playing. Buggin' Duel Links, bro. All right, here we go. Finally found a game. Let's go. Igzu. Don't be cringe. Oh god, I already see Ghost Girl. This is borderline cringe, bro. I don't know. I'm getting shook. At least we know Red Eyes is here though. So that's cool, I guess. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take Tinny over Ultrageist. What's up, Sailor? How's it going, bud? Yeah, I haven't played Pal World yet, but I think literally everyone and their mom is playing Pal World now. I don't know if it's gonna last or if it's just like a fad, you know? We'll see. I might check it out. Looks like a fun stream game too, ironically enough. You just make the DLE server for the game, and then everyone plays together. That'd be kind of sick, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'd be down. Damn, look at this guy go, dude. Synchro Shokan, Arawaria, Draco Berserker. Damn, bro. We got the field spell activate. We got both berserkers, add back to the hand. Holy, we got, what do we got in here? Anti-target, more attack. Holy shit, he's huge. Goes in, gets rid of the armor with his negate, not negate, banishu. Okay. How's Kamel doing? I have no idea, bro. And that's it. GG, we win. Holy. Okay. I've been so busy. I haven't kept up with anybody. I haven't talked to any. Literally, I have not sat down and done anything Yu-Gi-Oh related until right now. Nice. What do I consider a normie cringe deck? I don't think any deck is normie cringe. Check the Steam chart for Pal World. Okay. Steam charts. Pal World. Pal World has 1 million players? No fucking shot, dude. Wow. That's impressive. That's 1 million active people on Steam. Which is interesting because I'm pretty sure most people are... Can you play cross-server between Xbox Game Pass and Steam? I don't know. What's up, Tino? Pokemon with guns, yeah, for real. I mean, it does cost only $20, right? So that, I guess that makes sense. It's so cheap it may as well be a free-to-play game. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. I know a lot of people are talking about, oh, this will make Game Freak actually change Pokemon or whatever. Probably not. until I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it depends. If it keeps selling and it like has staying power, the player base doesn't drop off. Maybe. Probably not though. Game Freak improving Pokemon. Yeah. Sell itself to Microsoft. They could. It would be real shit then though, probably. The problem with Microsoft is everything just runs slower when you're owned by Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like everything is just slower. Like that's the nice thing about like smaller indie companies, right? The big benefit to an indie company is they can move quicker, they can make more like big decisions on the spot without going through like corporate red tape. Didn't they say that about Temtem? But Temtem didn't have this player base though. I don't even think Temtem ever had this many players. Let's check. Temtem. Current players for Temtem is 600. What was the most players they've ever had ever? At its peak, Temtem had 39,000 players. Now, I'm not going to claim that I'm a very smart individual, but I'm pretty sure 1.2 million is at least a little bit bigger than 39,000. You know what I mean? How many like Pokemon Violet, Scarlet, and Violet? Sale numbers. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. As of 2023. So when did the game come out? 2022, I think, right? So in a year, sold 23 million units, right? This one sold, what was it, 2 million in like a day? That's pretty good, you know? Like, well, again, we have to see how the year goes for them, right? It could easily like drop to nothing, and it's just like it's like Fall Guys, right? People just forget what it is. But we'll have to see. Holy, imagine Yu-Gi-Oh with guns. True. Continues Resident Sleeper. Yeah, kind of. It's just old, right? It's just been around forever in dueling standards. Master Duel tournaments. This guy, dude. This guy is asking for Master Duel tournaments. Holy, dude. Can I join your Yu-Gi-Oh tournament? You can join the next one. We'll probably have one tomorrow. Why do we still not have an open world Yu-Gi-Oh game? True. They probably don't know how to make one. Like, how would you make an open world Yu-Gi-Oh game? You know what I mean? Ask PDS for Master Duel tournament. I don't think PDS plays Master Duel anymore. Last time I talked to PDS, the only Yu-Gi-Oh he plays is Real Life Speed Duel. Magic Musketeer. Yeah, pretty much just Magic Musketeer. The worlds could be all Yu-Gi-Oh shows that have its own meta. Yeah, I don't know, man. I miss original Yu-Gi-Oh games, you know what I mean? Like Duelist the Roses and shit like that. They're never gonna make games like that anymore because they're so afraid of failure these days, but all they make is live service games now for Yu-Gi-Oh. I miss when there was like games based around Yu-Gi-Oh. But the reason you don't get games based around Yu-Gi-Oh anymore is because none of the anime has popped off as hard as the original, right? Like the original popped off, went mainstream, and then every other Yu-Gi-Oh series was like super niche to only Yu-Gi-Oh fans. You know what I mean? Like, if you bring up Yu-Gi-Oh to like a random person that's just into standard anime, they're gonna talk about Yu-Gi and Kaiba and, you know, the originals. You know what I mean? Yu-Gi-Oh fighting game, that'd actually be sick, dude. Cross Duel 2, sure. Yo, let's go Red Eyes, Pog Champ. Let me tell the mods to give us games if they see anything good. You guys can ping me if you find a cool game. Alright, there you go. If the mods find any cool games, we'll let them ping us. How's that sound, boys? DM live action? I think that actually be... I think Yu-Gi-Oh could work really well in live action. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you're gonna have to ask on Discord or on the website, man. Spamming chat won't help you get a mod to your room any faster. They're not watching the stream, all of them. Summon here. Out of warrior. I don't know why people kept saying it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! It's supposed to be an alternative game. I think it's because they based it off, like... I don't know, dude. Like, it was a live service game. That's the biggest problem with that game. If that game was like $5, $10, whatever, like Vampire Survivors or something, you know, I don't think anyone would have... I don't think anyone would have cared. Calling Crossroad not Yu-Gi-Oh! Least of its problems. Yeah, its biggest problem was It's like this new game mode. It doesn't have a dedicated player base, and it's the most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh game to play if you wanted to have like everything, you know. So it's just like, I don't know, dude. It should have just been like a small little indie title that costs like $5 that you play with friends. There's no, you know, and that's it. And people would have played it for what it was. Is there another tournament tomorrow? I don't know, maybe. If I feel like it. What's up, John? How's it going, bud? It was doomed from the start. Yeah, pretty much, dude. Pretty much. Unlucky. Arawareo. Tenyu Spirit. Fujuda. Its marketing sucked? I mean, it wasn't the greatest marketing for sure, but like, I don't know, based on the YouTube videos we put out, people knew what Cross Duel was. They just lost interest the moment they saw it wasn't like, ooh, double cosmic. It wasn't like a card game, you know? The moment they saw that, all interest was lost. And then after that, you know, the game came out and it was like really pay to win and grindy. So then it lost. Anyone that had a minuscule amount of interest, they stopped caring. So. Alrighty, what are we doing? Igzu. Don't we have a Pokemon channel? We do. All I'm saying, boys, if Pal World takes over the Pokemon channel, don't blame me. It wasn't my fault. You think live service Duel the Roses would work or fail? Immediate fail. Do you miss playing Duel Links? Not really. I'm gonna be real, bro. I think moving on was one of the better decisions I've made. I think I miss streaming and content creation for sure. I love doing that. But playing Yu-Gi-Oh? No, not at all, bro. It's fun to like jump in from time to time, but like playing for more than like an hour a day is like not even an hour a day, an hour a week, bro. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Not at all. All right, good job, Red Eyes. You done did it. You're the best. We move on. Got tired of playing so long? No, it's not that, because I've played games for longer, right? Like, the game I've played the most my entire life is probably Final Fantasy XIV. And I've been playing that game since it came out in like 2014, 2013, whatever. So it's definitely not that. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just shit, man. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not even Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? It's Konami. Konami is shit, and then they make Yu-Gi-Oh! Shit by being like a proxy of Konami. It's just not very... It's super interesting. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be one of the big names, right? Of like anime and gaming and stuff. And now it's like kind of niche a little bit. Not niche, but it's getting there. We need another Gear-Freed Rush. True. Dream Mirror Gear-Freed. Make it happen, dude. I need that deck list. But yeah, no, I'm definitely way happier just checking in, you know? Checking in from time to time, seeing how things are going, and then leaving for a month or two. What's up, 11? How's it going, man? Damn, Mind Drain? This must be game number 2. Hell's this? What is this? Monkey. Damn, this guy's huge, dude. Na, 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 na. All right, Monkey of the 10 year. Ooh, super polymerization. Yoink. But he still got the other one though. What the hell? Too thick though. Can't do anything about it. Swings in. Damn. Hero control, dude. Play the field spell and pass. What the hell? My man's struggling right now. DD Crow. What's the out? I mean, does he have an out or is it just GG over? Oh, you bell. Damn, bro. Maybe he's got an MST in there or something. I don't know, man. GG's. See if that was game 1. That was indeed game 1. All right, we go to game 3. Game 3. Begin. Let's go. Exit. This is looking a lot like game 2, bro. What the? Are we sure it's game 2? Or game 3? Oh, never mind. Neos Fusion. 2 set better than 3 set, I guess. Holy. All right. What the fuck, dude? Power World has more concurrent players than Counter-Strike 2. That's like the Steam special, baby. What the? Also, Baldur's Gate still has a lot of players. 157 is crazy for a game that's like old now. One says definitely polymerization, super polymerization. Well, yeah, we saw him search it with the skill, right? There's base building in this game? What the hell? This looks more like Minecraft than Pokemon, to be honest with you. What's that one Pokemon game? Surprised they don't have server issues? Yeah, true. Well, I think you can host your own server too, right? Like if you have, like, it's like Minecraft, right? What the hell, dude? Pokemon Arceus. This looks like Pokemon Arceus, but like with Minecraft building. Wait, this game might actually pop off because the Minecraft crew may come in and boost it. I'm surprised this isn't on the Switch. I feel like this would be the perfect game for a Switch. Boxia. It's Arc plus Pokemon plus Breath of the Wild. What the fuck, dude? And it has guns, yeah. It seems like kind of out of nowhere, right? Oh, the Pokemon have guns. I guess that's them tapping to the Fortnite crew. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Oh my god, you're right. It is Breath of the Wild. They have gliders and shit. What the fuck? There's a stamina bar, gliders. What? Nani? This game's kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. It's not turn-based though, right? The combat. Sup, Vince? How's it going, man? You can capture humans. What the fuck, dude? What is happening in that game? Now they have to add a card game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anything in the game is turn-based. I think it's just straight up the thing. All right, good job. You did it. You can make your Pokemon work for you. Oh no, dude. Not the indentured Pokemon. Say it ain't so. I don't know. It looks super, it looks like a game that's going for mass appeal. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to get as many people playing as possible. But I guess that's fine. I mean, hey, you know, as long as it's fun, right? As long as it's fun. Fail to join, room is full. What the hell? Who the hell? Hear me out, boys. What if we just started? What if we just, you know, we end the tournament here and we just go play Pal Worlds, you know what I mean? Jumping on with your pals in Pal Worlds. We'll make a DLE server, dude. And we'll just go around and we'll just name everything after Yu-Gi-Oh characters. Boom, there you go, Yu-Gi-Oh content. They made a ton of money. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not going to be as much as a AAA game, right? Because it's only like, what is it, like 20 bucks, 25 bucks or something. But yeah. It's like Valheim. Yeah, it looks a lot like any of those, like I don't want to say Minecraft ripoffs, but you know what I mean, right? Like the open world exploration survival type game. Jumping on what? Jumping on your pals, pal. Tuning a play. Oh, this guy's playing synchros. What the hell? I can see why you lost. Bro, we just milled another. Okay. These mills, dude. These mills are a little unfortunate, I will say. Synchro Chase. Formula Synchron. Oh my god. Herald of Arclight. Oh. Okay. I guess. What the? Pretty good play. Yeah. Oh, is this the same game I clicked? Yes, it is. Okay. We'll go game 2 then. Damn, they did not know what they was doing, bro. What the hell? Has Nintendo ever tried suing games that look like Pokemon? I don't know about look like Pokemon, but they have sued people who have used like ROM hacks and stuff. But I mean, Pokemon's not the only monster catcher game out there. It's just the only one that's like popular here in the West. That's all. Like honestly, it's probably not even. It's probably not even the Yu-Gi-Oh aspect that's really getting like people into it. It's probably like the survival aspect, like the Breath of the Wild comboed with Pokemon aspect. You know what I mean? If you don't enjoy playing progression games, then you build your town, make your world bigger, fight bosses with Pokemon. It's a game that you play with friends and alone because you have pals to be there with you. What the fuck? It's just a Yokai Watch clone. Yeah, there's like a bunch of like creature capture games. You know, obviously Digimon's like the next biggest one, sort of. It's not really that big anymore. Digimon's probably more dead than Yu-Gi-Oh is here in the West. Funny enough. Compulsory. Get him out of here, dude. Damn, this is a bad matchup for Synchros, dude. There's so much back row. Sheesh. Sheesh. All right, what's next? Who next? All I want is a Digimon online game like Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh. I did hear the Digimon TCG was actually pretty good. I never played it, so I have no comments on it, but that's what I hear. S-Force cleanup KCGT. Yeah, maybe, man. I don't know. I really wish we could see. Well, I guess we're gonna get financials on Konami in February, right? I'm curious because I get the feeling that this will be this will be the least competitive we'll see KCGTB. What's up, Seuss? How's it going, man? Dragon Quest Monsters. Oh, the with a Monster Rancher one or whatever. Yeah, that was pretty good. Ice Barrier best deck this tournament. Oh, I wish, dude. That'd be sick. Dun-na-na-na-na. Damn. The S Force versus the S Force. Let's go. Get me out, dude. Let's refresh and see what else people are playing. Wouldn't be surprised to see a filler world like Dual Spirits if Rush keeps tanking. Well, it's super interesting, right? Because I don't know if you guys remember, but I talked about this like 2 years ago. What are they going to do when they run out of new worlds? Because that's kind of been the bread and butter of Duel Links, right? The new world is what brings people back to the game and gets them back into it, you know? But eventually they're going to run out of worlds, and that's pretty much what happened. They ran out of worlds and they resorted to Rush Duel worlds, even though it's a different game, which is a huge gamble, you know, regardless of where you stand on the Rush Duel is good versus Rush Duel is bad for Yu-Gi-Oh! Fence. It's a huge gamble to try and put a different game into the into the at the time 6-year-old game, you know what I mean? Whew. So yeah, I mean, next month I'm super excited because we get to see, did the gamble pay off, you know? Like, obviously if it made money, that's pretty good, but if it didn't make money, I mean, gacha games make most of their money like their first year, you know what I mean? So we'll have to see. Because I really don't know if Rush tanked, right? I mean, we're assuming it tanked because, I mean, people just don't really play it, right? Like, you look into a Rush tournament and it's got, like, you know, 5 players playing it, you know what I mean? But, you know, we are a minority. Maybe the general audience plays it. I have no idea. Oh, isn't this a new card? Machina Irradiator, or is this guy old? I saw him in the thing. I don't know if he's old or new, though, in the selection. Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything expects a new world based on all DM fellow characters. They probably should, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see. Again, it completely depends on Rush, right? It all depends on Rush's financials. If Rush was successful, then I expect the next world to be Rush again, you know? But if Rush was not successful, I fully expect, like, Rush to take the back seat, which, you know, I think it's unfair to Rush for them to even share the same game space as the main game, you know? Feels like they just set themselves up for failure with that one. They should have just made its own game, bro. Like, what the fuck? It is weird. Rush Duel is the only time Duel Links ever had a noticeable queue time. I've never gotten queue time, so I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't play that often, though, to be fair. Last time I played a Rush game was when it came out, so. I wonder how Rush is being received in Japan. Rush came out physically in Japan a long time ago before Duel Links, and they love Rush. And that's the kind of, I guess, problem. Rush is popular in Japan, at least physical Rush, but it just isn't catching its footing here in the States. Granted, it's also not released physically either, so, you know, that probably has a lot to do with it. But it's just not as huge as, like, standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Here in the West. So, like, you can see where the problem kind of lies for Konami. It's like, well, Rush is making us money, just not from all markets. So what do we do, you know? Do we make both? Funny in Rush, we thought it would ruin the Duel Links box release schedule. Where it did. At first it did, but I think they went back on it once they realized the Rush boxes weren't selling as much as the speed boxes. Because they were skipping. Remember, like, not even like the normal skip that we get every year. We got that one, and we got another skip on top of that. We had to wait 2 months during... I don't fucking remember which meta it was, but it did happen again. So at first it was that was definitely what was happening. And that's why, like, again, this is all speculation. We won't know until February they release their financial statements. That's why like a lot of people are like, ooh, is Rush really performing poorly? Because now they went back on it. A Duel Links movie? I think Yu-Gi-Oh just needs more movies in general, bro. How does Yu-Gi-Oh only have like 3 movies, right? Pyramid of Light, Bonds Beyond Time, and Dark Side Dimensions. That's it. How is there only 3? Isn't that like weird? Yu-Gi-Oh is like one of the bigger brands out there. It's like the 16th most popular brand or something, or most profitable brand. And only 3 movies? That's kind of insane when you really think about it. How many Pokemon movies are there? There's like a bajillion of them. Not enough Rush Duel cards to alternate boxes. They're never going to do it long term, especially since they release Fusion and Rush until they get the story in the game. Okay, but like, I understand that. So why not just release all of them all at once and copy Master Duel? But only have it for Rush cards. Better yet, why not just make the Rush cards free? I mean, it's just an alternative game mode. It's not the main game mode, right? Clearly, the players don't play it as much as Speed Duel. Why not just make it like a gold sync? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, obviously there's not enough cards. That's probably why it shouldn't be released in the Duel Links. It should have been released as its own game with its own payment model and its own release schedule / whatever, you know? I don't know about you guys, but like, if Rush isn't selling well, and again, we won't know till February for sure, but if Rush isn't making them money, why are they even selling it to begin with? Just make it like a thing that brings players in, you know? People would play it if it's 100% free and just a way for them to farm gems for Duel Links, like Speed Duel. Yeah, I heard about that, Vince. Pyramid of Light was like fan fiction basically brought to life, which is really funny. And you know, you can kind of tell, like when you're watching it, a lot of the characters, they don't really act like themselves. They act like caricatures of them. You know what I mean? Like they're very like Kaiba's very evil. You know what I mean? But still redeems himself. I feel sorry for Rush players getting drip-free content. Yeah, man, that shit's terrible. Holy. Like, I feel, honestly, the biggest losers for Rush coming to Duel Links is the Rush players, the ones that actually actively play Rush duels. They got giga fucked, you know, and they really have no option but to just wait for like their content to come out. Holy dude, that was bad. February Rush box, March Speed, April Rush, June Speed, July Speed, August Skip. That's super weird, man. I don't know about that. Rush will get better? I don't need to trust you. I know Rush will get better. I have played like the modern version of Rush, and it's not, honestly, it's really not that bad. Like it really is not a bad game. If I had to compare like modern Rush versus like modern Master Duel, which do I prefer? I still prefer Master Duel over it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but like it's still fine for what it is, you know? Like I had fun playing it. I just don't think it fits like the Duel Links payment model. You know what I mean? Like there's just not enough cards, like good cards. So, like, Rush will definitely be good in the future. It's just, why do we have to wait so long for it? Why not, like, just do it now? You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to say, oh, why don't you release all the Duel Links cards right away for Speed Duel? Because it's just going to be Master Duel, right? But that's not true, right? Because it's Speed Duels is not Master Duel. Those are two different formats where certain cards, certain strategies, especially with anime skills, are going to be completely different. Rush is literally just Rush, but with Rush skills. That's the only thing that matters, and the Rush skills have not been like super impactful yet. They might be in the future, but right now they're not super impactful. But it's still ultimately just Rush. So, you know what I mean? Like if you want to play just normal Rush, you have to go play on like Dueling Book, bro. You can't like play physical Rush. You know what I mean? Like you don't have a choice. If you're a Rush player and you want to play official Rush, you're playing Duel Links. That's your only option. That's where the big difference is. You know what I mean? That's like the real big issue. You're kind of torn because of the gem economy. Yeah, that's the underlying issue, right? The sharing gym economy pretty much guaranteed that everyone that's playing Speed Duel isn't going to go out of their way to try Rush Duel because, oh my god, my gyms, you know, like I can't afford it. That's just simply how it is. I can't afford it. And it's not like they're giving you more, you know? Did I see the Shiranui skill that got leaked? I did not. I'm down though. I love Shiranui. Rush needs its own game. They should have. They deserve their own game, you know? Like, listen, a lot of people think I'm a Rush hater because I've been so critical of it. But I'm not a Rush hater. I'm a hater of how it was implemented into this game specifically. You know what I mean? Had they released Rush at its own separate game, I think it would have been fine. They could take it as slow as they want because it's just their own game, you know? But like to come into this game, to fuck with the gym economy, to fuck with the box release schedule, yeah, man, it just isn't. They set themselves up for giga failure. You know what I mean? Here's a Konami hater. True. Very true. You know, like it's one thing if you spend real life money on Rush. Like I think that's fine. It's your money. Spend it however you want. But yeah, I mean the gym economy and everything else. You can't really justify spending gems on it. Like, even if you want to be a Rush-only player, you're playing this game just for Rush, you still have to have a good Speed Duel deck, or at least a farming Speed Duel deck, to do the Speed Duel content to get gems, bro. Like, what? You know? It doesn't really make sense, bro. Oh, man. Rush hijack Duel Links? Maybe. We'll see. Again, we just have to see how it like if Rush came out and everyone was super into it and it was super popular, it'd be a different story, right? Alright, I think this is a Shadow Duel, bro. I feel like this is a Shadow Duel. Oh, is this a new skill? At the beginning of the duel, place a Shiranui Spectral Sword in your grave. Ooh, that's huge. During the duel, you cannot special summon monsters at a level except fire, zombie-type monsters. So you can summon Link monsters. You can only use each effect once per duel. Send one level 4 monster in your hand to the grave to add one Shiranui card from your deck to your hand. Return all Synchro monsters at least 2, and all Link monsters are either banished or in your graveyard to your extra deck. Then you must banish 2 fire zombie monsters from your extra deck with different levels. Do you get their effects when you banish them, or does it have to be from the field? The skill can only be used to begin the duel with at least 10 zombie-type monsters. Honestly, that seems like a pretty good skill. I talked about Shiranui before. I was like, man, Shiranui is like fine, but the biggest problem with Shiranui is you have to wait a whole turn to like, you know, get like the actual good graveyard effects going. So them kind of negating that with the skill is pretty good, actually. Might be good enough to bring the deck into competitive play. I like Shiranui. I always thought it was a fun deck. People hated it because it was just back row spam. But, like, that's like hating the symptom, not the disease, you know what I mean? The problem was the back row spam, not the deck. If you hated that, you just hate any deck that has, like, good, you know, a good core, solid core that's really easy to bring out, one card combo plus deck thinning, you know? That's just you hating every deck. You can summon Sun Saga with the Link. Sheesh, it's pretty cool. I like it. When's it coming out? Do we know? Or is it just a leak? A leaky deaky? All right, what do we got here? This is Gozu. Oh my goodness, Gozu versus Rugnari. Sounds like a blast from the past. Next box, so in a week? Oh, is the next box in a week? Damn, they really did give up on Rush. What the hell? They're just releasing boxes again. What's up, happening? Structure probably? Yo, I'm down for that. Yeah, we have 2 more tournaments. Chat, we have 2 more tournaments this month that I can host under community gaming. I was thinking of hosting a tournament tomorrow, but honestly, I might wait if there's new content and just do 2 tournaments. I don't know if they'll be streamed, but do 2 tournaments when the new shit comes out. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, shit. El Shadal? All right, I'm down, dude. Let's go. Next box is Galaxy Eyes. But is that coming, like, the end of this month, or is that, like, the next time they do Speed? I mean, I know they've already broken the cycle, and this went back to releasing Speed every month, which is crazy. But, you know, like... I tried to tell you guys, Rush cannot be like doing that to the release cycle, bro. They can't be doing that shit. This game would literally die if it did not make money every month. You know what I mean? Every 3 months is a Rush Duel box? No, it's every 2 months, right? Every 2 months, Rush Duel box. And then the ones they don't, they get like a structure or whatever. KC Cup? Oh, true. Fuck KC Cup, bro. Shadal Core. Oh, didn't Shadal get something new in the selection box? AD Changer. Oh, my God. Yeah, I remember AD Changer back from the Neos meta, bro. Holy. This game is living paycheck to paycheck. It unironically is, dude. Like, they can't have a bad month, you know what I mean? They gotta make some money. Do you remember the super selection box or whatever? When, like, the selection box came out, but it was bad, but then they released, like, a super selection? They did it twice, dude. Someone forgot about the field spell? True. Whoops. Target when monster field, destroy it. Psych! Shadal got 2 cards in selection. What do they get? They got... Is this one of them? Core? I know Beast is one of them. Monster Destruction, which is good. Shadow Games. This doesn't look like that. The Revive Trap? Oh, I guess we haven't seen it yet. I guess I can go look at it. Alright, well, let's see if we can do anything. Shadal Dragon. 2 monsters in the field. This is a deck a lot of people were hyped for, but ultimately didn't do anything. It did nothing. All right, what's the game plan? What are we doing? Next turn. Damn. Okay, El Shaddai Fusion. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Shadow Game still works like OCG? You mean the card? Yeah. Duel Links takes OCG ruling. Duel Links and Master Duel, I believe, take OCG rulings with cards. I believe that's because the TCG rulings were kind of made up on the spot, and rather than like seeming like idiots and changing it, they just kept it that way, you know? I feel like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh's ruling issues comes down to people not wanting to seem like idiots, you know what I mean? Which is why Rush Duel has such specific card text, right? They literally split the card text up so you can read and know, you know, how everything works. That's one nice thing about Rush, I will say. No chains. Yeah, no chains. I mean, they specifically made no chains, you know? I think Rush, if they... I understand the whole point of Rush is to make it super approachable, super, like, basic bitch mode for, like, even, like, a kid could play. But I think if they added just a little bit more complexity to it, like, I'm not talking about Duel Links Rush. I'm talking about real-life Rush. I think if they added just a little bit more complexity to it, it actually would be a pretty base game mode. I'm not gonna lie. Like if they added like some chain links, you know, some banish effects, some like reactionary type shit. Maybe not like a hand trap necessarily, but a card that activates from the grave or something. I don't know, man. I know all of that they're trying to avoid complications, but just adding a little bit of it, I think, could make the game interesting. Because none of that stuff in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like bad objectively. It's just bad because there's so much of it. You know what I mean? Like negates aren't the problem. The problem is my opponent has like fucking 4 negates and back row and hand traps. Yeah. So you know, I need to use a card that turns off all of my opponent's monster effects and can't be responded to. That's the only way I win. You know what I mean? They added warning point for tributes. Did they really? That's funny. Like it's like those mechanics are fine. The problem is when there's so much of it that it gets overwhelming, you know? Like I feel like most people would be okay if your opponent had a singular negate on the field, right? Or they had multiple negates, but they were different kinds of negates. This one negates a spell, this one negates a trap, this one negates a monster. You know what I mean? The problem with Yu-Gi-Oh!, modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, is the cool mechanics, the strong, oppressive mechanics. There's a shitload of them, dude. Lock down the field, lock down all the fields. Can people stop playing Cringe Doll? Hey, listen, he's doing well, okay? He's doing well. We're here to watch Cringe Dolls win, bro. Shag Dolls win. Let's go. Why is there a floodgate on the field? True. Speaking of stalling, how's the what is it, the anniversary? What is it? Challenger Cup? How's the Challenger Cup going?
Except full Orcus combo was kind of good.
What are they doing? Challenger Cup. I don't know what round they're on. I don't know what round they're on. That's the only thing, right? I just don't know.
Using our own skill this time brings back Tengu, hit back row, force out the block.
I guess they're in top 8 based on what chat's saying.
Oh wow, we can't do anything. That's fair.
I think.
So
I think, question mark. In top 8 right now. Paris top 4 is pretty good. Oh, isn't Paris playing today? I guess you could just sign up for both. It's a at-home tournament. I'm gonna make an assumption that the winner will be Mayakashi. I think Mayakashi's the best deck right now. Well, I don't know about selection box stuff, but what's Challenger Cup? Challenger Cup is official Konami supported tournaments, but it's EU only. For what reason? I don't know. Konami EU is based, bro. That's what I've learned in my time in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Konami EU is fucking based compared to Konami JP and Konami NA. Holy dude. To me, they're like the only ones actively trying to make like the tournament seem better, you know? Kind of funny. You likes to showcase stuff more? Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just like a European thing or something. I don't know. Maybe like Yu-Gi-Oh's bigger over there or something. But in my experiences, like the EU side of Konami's been way better. You know what I mean? But the only interaction with Konami NA I've ever had was them telling me, "Oh, you host cash-based prizes? Sorry, bud, we can't invite you to our events." Bro, they didn't even try. They just said, "Oh, sorry, man. Man, can't do that." Give 2 weeks, people realize Shiranui better. Oh, I'm excited for the Shiranui skill for sure. I was going to do another tournament tomorrow, but I think I'm going to hold off. I only have 2 tournaments left for this month in my contract, and I think I'm going to hold off until... Well, do we know the estimated date? Is it early next week or late next week? Like, is it going to be the weekend, the 26th, 27th or something? I won round 2. It's been more than 3 minutes. Score hasn't auto-approved. Did you submit your score? And if you did, is the timer going down? And if the timer's going down, just wait for it to actually go through. There's like a small grace period, a few seconds after it hits 0. It should be on the 26th. 26th, Friday. Okay. So we could probably do another tournament. I think I don't work on it's kind of weird. I do have a lot of... I don't work on Sunday, but I have a lot of shit to do. Same with Saturday. Maybe Monday afternoon. We'll see. Yeah. We'll at least do one more tournament with the new shit. And then I guess the second one we can pack in there somewhere. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Damn, Shadal's actually took the dub, dude. Let's go. That was such a long duel. Oh, I fucked up the scores, by the way. That was 0-0. Do you think we'll get new Shiranui cards? Maybe. I mean, it would make sense. I don't know. They are giving you a skill, right? But then again, they gave Mayakashi skill and cards, so maybe I would like to see new Shiranui cards. I know they have a couple more we don't have. The link we're getting 100%. True, based on the skill, the link we're getting 100%. I lost to Duon round 3. He played system down. Damn. Hey, it is what it is. Are we still in round 1? No, this is a round 2 game. There you go, bud. I hope Shira isn't too strong so it doesn't get nerfed again. I disagree, dude. Every deck's gonna get nerfed eventually. Make them strong as possible. Let's go. Sun Saga on opponent's turn is crazy. Good. I mean, like Shira Nui needs to be that good to be a good deck. You know what I mean? It's such a slow deck if you play it naturally that it needs something to like boost it. So I think that's good. I think that's good. The trap seems super strong. What's the, let's see, Shiranui trap. Shiranui trap card. Let me see what this card does. Which one are you guys talking about? Is it Shiranui style swallow slash? Is that the rank or love late on it? Is that the one you guys talking about? Tribute a zombie monster, then target 2 cards in the field, destroy them, and banish Shiranui monster from your deck. You can only activate 1 swallow slash per turn. That is a pretty strong card. That is pretty good. Hey, that's pretty fucking good, dude. You can get up to 3 pops with this. I mean, you can do a bunch of shit with this. Oh, they have other traps. They have a continuous. They have a style success. Yeah, we'll see, man. The coolest thing about Shiranui is whenever, like... you guys remember the combo Shiranui, which is a hilarious name, by the way? The combo Shiranui era, where they were just, like, summoning shit, banishing shit, and it just felt like they were doing a million things all at once, all the time. Like, I feel like Shiranui at full power would be like that and wouldn't be like a back row spam deck, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Is it better than Mayakashi? That would be the reason for the ornaments. About to be combo Nui. Yeah. Combo with the fire trap. I don't even know if you need the fire trap anymore. All right, starting off with a little bit of a quadra set. Normally this would be shit, but this is Shaddolls. And Shaddolls do like to be face down. There you go, boys. Shaddol Winda face down on a Sunday afternoon, you know? Pause. Whether trap stall easily and make Sun Saga unaffected by anything. That sounds scary, because he's already like a tough bitch to deal with. Monkey of the Tenye. Monkey of the Fusioner. Using the trap card that was freshly summoned. And his face down card. Areo. Fusion Shokan. Hell Shaddol. Honda. Damn, they turned Winda into a puppet, bro. That's fucked up. So, like, her arms and legs got amputated, right? Because the only thing on her that's, like, real is her head, I think? I don't know, man. No way, sure, Nui not getting tier at the Link 3 at the very least. Yeah, we'll see, man. That skill seems really good on its own. However, Tin Yi Gonna go ahead, bounce Winda back. We know he has another fusion in hand, another set card as well. What do we got here? Double monkey. Adehora. Adhora. All right. Bijuda Summoner. Adehora. Synchro Shokan. Right? I synchro summon. But as oh, just kidding. Boxia allowing him to go ahead, spin that shit back into the fucking deck. Get him out of here. Shadal Skizm. Gonna go ahead and force that shit out. Fusion Summoner. Fusion Summoner himself. What are we bringing out? Wendigo in defense mode. Okay. Man, the dolphin in Wendigo looks so fucking creepy. The girl in Wendigo looks so fucking creepy, dude. Holy shit. Stay away from me. Alright. Good protection. Can't be destroyed by special summoner. More attack than they have, or more defense than they have attack. Ooh, using Boxia's second effect, the rare Boxia secondary effect to resummon his Maputa. Oh, look at this guy go. I think this only protects from battle, right? Yeah, from battle. So you can go ahead and pop, no problem. Adds back his Shadal core. And that's it, man. Lethal through quad set. The power of Tinyi. I personally believe Tinyi's biggest strength for staying in the meta for as long as it has is it can grind out back row like no one's business. It's Ritual Beast ulti pillow fit. Yeah, it's ugly, dude. Don't talk about my waifu like that. Bro, she looks like she's 5. Hello? Uh-oh, don't be... boys? I don't think we take these. I don't think we take these. Not taken. Nope. We do not take those. We go again. Beautiful game. Shame it's expensive to keep up. Yeah, I agree, man. The game's great, but, you know, I wish it wasn't so expensive. I miss you, Rye. I miss you, Cardmaker25. Why is Living Fossil in a bad box? Great question. Just craft it. just craft it, forehead. Triple set. No back row this time. Or, I'm sorry, no... no monster set this time. Yeah, box, if you think about it, chat, box chips is crafting, but coming out very slowly, you know? Now we just need the ability to break our cards down into chips. Yeah, this is kind of unfortunate. Tinyi is really good at grinding back row. The only thing he has is back row, so this isn't looking so hot. Looking like GG's to me. But let's see, maybe bricked, I don't know. Box chips are for cards and dream tickets for Axe Raider. Hell yeah, brother. If you don't have 20 Axe Raiders, what are you doing? When does someone said February 1st? Is that when the Konami shareholder document or whatever comes out? I'm so curious, dude. I'm curious for 3 things. 1, financially, how's Master Duel doing? 2, how financially successful was Rush Duel? And 3, is Speed making more money than Rush? I think I know the answer to all 3, but I would like to get, like, solid proof, you know? He's huge. Shaman of the 10-year. Summoner. Yes, no, yes. Yeah, probably. I wanna know how profitable, though. Heavenly Dragons. Oh, damn. He discarded Heavenly Dragon Circle, bro. Honestly, better effect from the graveyard than from the hand. Rush Duel failed. I mean, we really have no way of knowing. We can only estimate. You know, based on when you try to go into queue for Rush, it takes forever. When you try to enter, like, Rush community events, they're very empty. Not very many people play them. And general, like, content creation around them doesn't do very well. So you can, based on all of that, you can sit down and say, I think it's failed. But honestly, no idea. Could be something that's not so dead, you know? Ooh, there goes Shadal Fusion. Still alive. 400 life points remaining. Still alive. Lost the Shadal Fusion, though. Why was that even set? Maybe he protected a better card. I don't know. Buying gems in Master Duel is crazy expensive. It is, but you don't need to, right? Obviously, Master Duel has its own problems. More and more decks are coming out to be more and more crafting intensive, for sure, to try and get you to get, like, the packs or whatever. But at the end of the day, that game's meta updates so slowly that you can get whatever deck you want. And if you're an active player, you will actually have whatever deck you want. You know what I mean? Like the new shit that comes out, you just use the same crafting material that you've just been storing up the whole time. It's nuts that Rush Duel not long ago did a Casey Cup. Oh, really? Did they? I didn't even know there was a Casey Cup for Rush. They messed up not making new currency. They messed up not making a new game. What's up, Dr. Dinosaur? It's not my birthday, bro. What the? Yo, I like the YouTube avatar, bro. Red? Sheesh. That's pretty cool how they show you your avatar. So I use the restream chat so I can see your guys' avatar that you set on Twitch or on YouTube. Honestly, if 7TV worked, I'd put this chat on stream so you guys can get, like, your own little icons. You can't really be competitive in both formats without spending a lot of money. Master Duel, or you mean Rush and Speed? You can definitely be competitive without spending money. It's just you won't, you have to play a lot. Yeah. Rush and Speed? Oh, yeah. I mean, think about it from both obviously, a lot of us think about it from the Speed perspective, but think of it from the Rush perspective. Imagine, like, you're a huge Rush fan, you know? Like, you're the biggest, you know all of the main character lore and all. I really don't know much about Rush, okay? So whatever. You know? And you come in, you play this game, and then you need to go farm gems, but the event that they just released is a Speed Duel event. I mean, how are you going to get gems? Like, do you just skip that event? Okay, but you're going to skip out that month's free gem, like, you know, fucking stimulus check. You know what I mean? Which means you'll have, if new shit comes out, you have to spend money. You know what I mean? Ah, damn. There goes Shadal, dude. Unlucky. He bricked game 3. I mean, he is playing a 30-card deck, so... You know what I mean? So, like, especially, like, from a perspective of a Rush player, like a Rush-only player, having the same currency / being the same game, like, giga-fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, put them in a really bad position. Yeah, it's inconvenient and annoying for speed duelists, for sure. But at the end of the day, we can participate in, you know, whatever. Because the meta is so fucking basic bitch style, right? Like, we can do whatever. It doesn't really matter. But these guys? Ooh. Watching Rush Duel saved by failing marriage? Oh, shit. Let's go. That's funny. All right, who's next? These guys said GG, so they're done. These guys also said GGs. They are also done. See what these guys are. Let's see what these guys are cooking. See what they're cooking. Damn, it's kind of hot in my room, bro. What the hell? Take this, take this shit off. The Stunning Mayakoshi versus what? Constellar. Didn't someone say there was a new Constellar something? I vaguely remember. I could be wrong. Edie Crow. Go. Whew, there we go. More comfortable. House or Queen Stellar. Sorry, yeah. Better go first. Let's see. Let's see. Mayakashi. You know where they fucked up with Mayakashi, dude? Making it, oh, actually, he's not even doing it. Never mind. There's no fuck up. Skill OP, let's go. Okay, Icicle Mayakashi, Arawarayo, Summoner, Constellar, Ooh, the Forbidden Droplet. Getting dropped on Pallades' ass. What the hell? Wait a second, boys. Are you sure Droplet's not OP? Goes for the crackdown, pops his own boy anyway, though. Light Imprisoning Mirror, damn. Follow up with the fucking goddamn shit. M7. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. Droplet didn't do much. Yo, these crackdowns, holy, they're too good. Okay, another Forbidden Droplet. PogChamp, PogChamp. What the? Okay. My boy's facing death. Goes for Forbidden Lands. This is kind of the problem with Droplet and Dark Ruler No More. There's just... Duel Links only has 3 main monster zones, you know? And 1 extra monster zone. But mostly main monster zones. There's only 3, right? So the chances of them having more than 1 monster that, like... You know what I mean? Actually needs to be negated is already pretty high. And then on top of that, like, you don't necessarily need like a damage step negate. The life point difference is low. True. That's what I mean. Like, sometimes Chalice and Lance and all those cards are enough. You don't need Forbidden Droplet. You know what I mean? Like, it's just overkill. Was that game 1? That was game 2. Let's watch game 1. Like, no ruler, Droplet, it just feels like overkill. But I don't know. Apparently, someone said that Droplet's really good with Live Twin. We haven't seen them yet. So, isn't Live Twin already super expensive too? Just made it more expensive. Pog. Yeah, I don't know, bro. That shit is pricey. Fast forward this, by the way. Looks like they did well here, though. Droplet. He has his own. They have the double droplet play. What the? I see. So we got a battle of the whale. That's a whale sound, dude. Whale tournament, yeah. All right, Compulse. Mayaya, Resummoner, Icicle Mayakashi doing its shit. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my god, oh my god, oh my Jesus. That was too much damage. I'm not a whale, I only have 2 droplet. You're right, my bad, my bad. All right, game 3. Droplet not being limit 3 is criminal. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see, right? Well, we're just gonna have to see how impactful it is. I would like to see Droplet being used in like a deck that like Live Twin, like you guys were saying, to see like really how impactful it is. Because if it ends up being like not impactful, it's whatever. But it feels like it should be impactful, so we'll see. Yeah, I agree with that. Armageddon to 3 is the real crime. I like Armageddon, I think if it's unlimited, could have had some interesting play. But making it limit 3 right off the bat just makes it completely unplayable, in my opinion. Unless like a crazy deck, like a new deck comes out that relies on dark monsters and like FTKs you or something. I just don't see the justification for a limit 3 right off the bat. It feels like another one of those dad situations, you know, Dark Arm Dragon. It came out limit 3 and you're just like, why? Scared of Thunder Dragon, yeah. I think the real reason is they were scared of Orcus, right? Like that to me that seems like the real reason. They don't want a resurgence. Sup, the man? Mystical Space Typhlosi. Oh, it was a 1-for-1. Got him, dude. Baited. Now, this may seem like a weak board, chat, but it is stacked in the graveyard. He has so many dead anime waifu girls in the graveyard right now. It's crazy. Pause. I just realized that's the entire Mayakashi archetype, dude. Dead girls in the graveyard. That's nuts. Anyway. Coin Stellar. What are we doing? Everyone playing Valor Crow, they're still scared of Scrap Recycler. Hell yeah, brother. I mean, Armageddon is better, don't get me wrong, than fucking Scrap Recycler. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Speaking of DD Crow, double dick 'em down Crow. Says Banish. Okay, we're still pushing. Arawario, Summoner. Okay. Going in, gonna go ahead, Banish to summon from the grave. The Mayakashi graceful Yoko, whatever her name. Yeah, Yoko the graceful Maikashi. Let her non-targetedly pop a monster. Add her star chart. 2 cards left beyond the star chart. Does he have plays? 1 set? Yep, that's it. The disruption was too much. It's actually kind of crazy to see Maikashi be like meta. Not even meta, probably the best deck, you know? Because like when they came out, there was such a meme, you know? It's like seeing Rika become the best deck all of a sudden. It's one of those decks you don't really expect, but then it does. Nightmare Unicorn. Gonna go ahead and get rid of that there. Back a row. I'm assuming. Yep. Yeah, probably, man. I really think Dingirsu is like where they fucked up with Orchist. And they giga fucked up because they made it a UR. And in Duel Links, there's an unwritten rule where UR cards cannot go under limit 3. So that really limits what they can do, you know? Like limit 3 Dingirsu just isn't really that effective because most decks will just opt to play one of them anyway, you know? 2 max. Just ban Horror, true. So they kind of fucked themselves in that regard because Dingirsu's really like the problematic card. Like, unfortunately, they're in Duel Links' current power level type shit. They have to be super careful because any one singular card can make the entire Orchest archetype just overpowered again and the only best deck. You know what I mean? That's it. Like, unlimited, Orchest is still very strong. So. You know what we haven't had for a while, actually? We haven't had an unlimited tournament in a long time. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. What do you guys think? Unlimited tournament tomorrow? I mean, the unlimited tournament for a long time wasn't really appealing because we knew what the meta was. It was just whatever current Brains deck was good. You know what I mean? But I feel like right now, it's actually kind of tough to tell. Like, we know Orchest will be good, but is it the best? Probably. Look at Paper Speed Duel. They outright banned a skill. Yeah, but Paper Speed Duel is just a different beast, man. Paper Speed Duel is unironically like really fun. PDS introduced it to me. How does full power Dark Lord compare to full power Orchest? My brother in Christ, my brother in Pegasus, my brother in Atem. You don't even have to compare Dark Lord to Orchest. You need to be comparing Dark Lord to like literally like Black Rose Dragon or something. The Dark Lord is so power crept that it's not even funny, bro. Oh my god. Like, it's not even close. You know what I mean? Holy shit, dude. There are like several decks that beat Saladin Great beats them at full power. Orchest beats them at full power. Maikashi beats them at full power. Oh, you know, Speedroids, Synchros. Yeah, I don't know. Dark Lords is such a relic of the past at this point that honestly, I don't know why any of their cards are still limited. They don't do shit. What is a modern deck Dark Lord could be? Assuming the guy... Oh, Bujin, what the... Assuming the guy doesn't immediately tech in, like, BD Crow to fuck you up. Cyber Dragon too strong? Yeah, they're scared of Cyber Dragon. Somehow Cyber Dragon is still limited. Stop being pussies, Konami. Release fucking Infinity now. You have to release Infinity now! Cyber Dragon should be boopy! I would love to have Infinity in the game. I mean, he can come. You know? Nothing. Keep them back. Any Dark Lord with a new Link card? Nah, man. None. People like it's too limited to play. What happened to this game, man? I mean, that's like old news, though, to be honest. To be fair, like, Dark Lords have been out of the meta, like, forever ago. Since the release of, like, Black Rose Dragon, probably, when they started doing the bundle ones. The thing with Dark Lord is it wasn't just an overpowered deck. It was, don't get me wrong. It was just a deck that could also, like, stall infinitely with no answers. You just can't do that anymore, you know? You'll get DD Crowed or something and you'll die. Unban Casitas? Casitas could have come out years ago and it'd be fine. Literally would have no impact on the current meta. Now, what would be interesting is if they release one of the newer invoked monsters, Mechaba or Rajin. I don't think Rajin is enough, to be honest. I think if they don't get Mechaba, invoked is literally done. It's cooked. I think one flip is not enough to make invoked good. I mean, lads, we have unlimited Dingirsu, you know what I mean? There's not a whole lot of cards that you can argue is not okay to come to the game anymore. Like, we got fucking Dingirsu, one of the strongest fucking rank 8 Xyz monsters to ever exist. You know, like, that's... There isn't really that much more to be like, oh, well, we can't get this card, can't get that card. What the Destiny draw? Man, when was the last time we saw somebody actually Destiny draw something? Let's see. If they unlimited stick chair combo, Dark Lord would be fine. Incorrect, man. We have had unlimited tournaments. Dark Lord doesn't even begin to compete with the new Reigns era. Since from the Reigns era decks, they have not been able to compete with those. Now with these anime skill decks and the archive skill decks, there's just super no way they compete. You can release stick chair, you can release full Dark Lord combo. Unless Dark Lord gets some crazy new support, they aren't good anymore. To be fair, only Orcus realized Dingirsu's disruption. Orcus is heavily nerfed. There were some other decks that were using Dingirsu. Literally anything that could make level 8s where it was making that card, you know what I mean? Like, it had a place. My point is, that power level was pretty acceptable to the game. Even with nerfs, it was still very powerful. So, like... We're gonna be getting strong cards whether we like it or not. They're out of cards, chat. They don't have any more cards to give us. You know what I mean? Like we's donezo. They have to start giving us strong cards because that's the only thing left. Reigns is already meta contender right off the bat. Yeah, we don't have to even argue Orcus, dude. It's fucking Salmon-Great. Salmon-Great like solos most of the decks in Duel Links at full power. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be comparing Dark Lord to Orcus. You should be comparing Dark Lord to Salmon-Great. What about Dark Lord Orcus? True. See, now you're thinking with your brain, brother. That's literally what an unlimited tournament would be. It would just be a bunch of different decks mixed with Orcus. Alistair is probably the best box time of release. I mean, yeah, back when it released, sure, but that was years ago, man. The actual best box ever released, in my opinion, in this game was the Subterror box, the original Subterror box. That box was nuts, dude. Multiple archetypes, multiple supports, multiple support for like structure deck boxes. It was crazy. Turn 1 Mechaba plus Schism might be too much. You're probably right, but here's what I'm gonna counter with. Would Invoked ever be good if you don't give them Mechaba? And I think the answer is no. I think you can give them all the other support around Invoked, but without Mechaba specifically, I don't think Invoked ever comes back into the metagame. You can give them their field spell, you can give them those like big invoked monsters that require a bunch of fusing or whatever. And I just don't think that without Mechaba, Invoke will ever be relevant again in Duel Links, unless they nerf the entire game, right? And decrease the power level of the game significantly. You know, I just don't see it happening. So it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, it would be good, but does it need to be that good in order for it to be viable? And I think the answer is yes. Otherwise, you just don't release any more Invoked stuff. Kaliga, yeah. Even Apollosa would be okay by now. Apollosa is an interesting one, though, because Apollosa, the biggest way to deal with it is main phase 2. Apollosa, I feel like, is one of those cards that has to come in like at the end of Duel Links' lifespan, because it would be much harder to deal with Apo in this game compared to like Master Duel. Because in Master Duel, you could just like, you know, threaten to kill it, and they have to blow back row or something like that, right? In this game, there is no main phase 2, so you have to deal with the Apo effect. So you have to have, you know, a Forbidden Chalice, a Forbidden Droplet, or some way to negate it first, and then, like, play the game. And I think that makes it a little bit more funky. You know what I mean? So it will eventually come. Every card will eventually come, but I think that's one of the ones that might have to be adjusted a bit. You're back sooner than promised? I am, Shiki. I have returned. I am back. This duel is ending. I mean, maybe Mechaba should be added by skill? Yeah, maybe. Whether it's skill or whether it's as a card, limit 1, limit 2, whatever. Sure, maybe. I don't know. It will come, though. It will come eventually. We can't keep it, like, away forever. Power creep will be real? Yeah, man. I mean, here's the thing about Speed Duel. They are slowly running out of cards to release, and they're not just going to stop releasing cards, right? Even if they stretch it with Rush Duel, they're still going to release cards, and that means these cards will eventually come, you know? Speed Duel finals are in Challenger Cup? Yo, nice. Hope it goes well. Half attack gain for Apo effect. The card's ready for Duel Links. I mean, yeah, they could be heavy-handed and errata it for sure, but I don't know if they're gonna do that. The only thing they've errated is like burn damage, you know, which makes sense. Do you like Shaddolls in Duel Links? I do not. I don't think they're very good, and they're very slow, and they kind of. It feels like one of those decks that just kind of stalls without like a game plan, without a win condition, and then they just lose, right? It's one of those decks that shows up, plays 20 turns, and then loses, you know? It doesn't seem... Like, I don't mind slow decks. I kind of do. I'm not a big fan of slow decks, but at the end of the day, I don't mind them if they have a win condition. Like Burning Abyss, for example. When Burning Abyss first came out, it was a very slow deck. But every single turn felt like they were moving towards their win con. It didn't feel like they were stalling you out. It just felt like they were slow, that's all. But when a deck is just slow and then it loses on top of that, like it never doesn't really win that often, that's when it feels like, oh my god, dude. And that's how Shaddol feels right now. Whenever I watch Shaddol, I feel like I'm watching someone play for 20 turns, lose, and then like waste everyone's time. Do you agree with reestablishing full burn in Duel Links? Hell no, dude. Burn is one of the least fun ways to play card games. Change my mind, dude. I have never, ever played a card game where burn damage was fun to play. Fun to play or play against. It just always felt like the bitch way out. It's always felt shitty. And every single game that I've played it in had burn damage, either the burn damage got nerfed, or people just didn't play that meta until they fixed it. You know what I mean? The only one that's even relatively close was Legends of Runeterra, where burn was like less of burn and more of like chip damage, like fighting game chip damage. You know what I mean? And even then, I was like, man, this is so stupid. I just don't think burn is that fun, man. Even when you take the concept of burn into other video games, like the concept of like damage over time. It's just, I don't know, dude. I don't like slowly damaging my opponent, bro. Fox, send away. No more damage taken. Destiny draw is triggered. We've got the back row. We've got the Draco Banish, and we have protection for the big boy, and we have the field spell as well. This is a beefy board for Tenyi. Weevil meta 2017-2018 was horrible. Yeah, it straight up got like, didn't it get straight up banned in fucking Speed Duel? I don't know if it got banned or if it got like nerfed or what in Paper Speed Duel. It's just not fun, bro. Boojin Carnation. Gonna go ahead, summon his turtle, summon his fox. Unfortunately, I don't think that is what he wants. Both are Boojinji. Boojinji. Draw 2 off of that. Hopefully no hand traps or it will be Omega over. It's Jover. It's looking pretty Dunyan Rings right now, that's for sure, but we'll see. We'll see. Looking like my boy's about to uninstall the game, go download the new Pal Worlds Pokemon game here. Very, very unlucky. Dun 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 dun. What do we got? We got Tsukiyomi. That's just the draw card, okay. Not too much craziness there. You can attack directly, okay. PogChamp, question mark? Nothing beats Steinlock. Steinlock was just silly. Steinlock was one of those things where it's like it only works because we don't have... we don't have a lot of cards in the game, that's all. All right, I think he just used that card to try and bait the Berserker, but he wasn't afraid, dude. Oh, but he did top deck a pretty good card. Tribute this card, special summon 2 Boojins. Oh, but the Ice Dragon's Prison. Oh, but this is a Beast Warrior. That's a beast. That wouldn't work, but he's actually going to go ahead and discard or banish it anyway to get the turtle going in the graveyard. Okay. I don't know if he needed to activate that fox. He could have probably saved it. Let's see. What does turtle in the grave do? It does something. Targets a Boojin you control. You can banish it and negate. Okay. All right. We're in the end game now. How to dodge IDP 101. I mean, he dodged it anyway. This is a Beast Warrior, and he was resummoning Fox, which is a beast. So, you know? All right, what's the game plan, boys? What are we doing? Oh, what are we doing? Boojinti Susan, oh whoa, gets summoned. Equips. What does this do as an equip? Any monster destroyed by battle is banished. That's kind of Pog, I guess. Boojinji Crane added. Centipede's gonna go ahead, pop that there field spell. He has the Reborn though, so I don't like. He just loses, right? Does this target actually? Oh, it does target, so he can dodge with this. Okay, leaves it in the hand though. Leaves the crane in the hand. and decides to chill for now. I'm gonna be real, boy. This is looking rough. This is looking rough, dude. Holy. But we'll see. Monk of the Tenyi, Monkey Summoner. Gets a little reprieve from the banish, but I'm sure he'll be back. It's not my birthday, Dr. Dinosaur. It was my birthday, and you missed your opportunity to say happy birthday. In October. Got him, dude. Okay. Looks like we're going into the box here. Is turtle once per turn? It is not. I think he has 2 turtles, right? He has 2 turtles. Okay. Boxia, Summoner. We know all of the Bujin cards in play. We know he has Crane in hand. So where there's no surprise here. This is literally a dual quiz for the Tenyi player right now. This is he's about to earn 30 gems, boys. And he's dead. Never mind. GG's. Well. It is what it is. Rip Bujin. All right, cool. This is one of those metas where the metagame is very varied. Like the best decks are, there's like a bunch of them. There isn't like one concise best deck. But it does also kind of shit on like rogue decks. Though to be fair, I also feel like since the Vrains era has started, rogue decks in general have been getting shit on, you know? Like, when was the last time a rogue deck won, like, a big tournament, like a battle phase or a damage step or something? I am... Like, the one that comes to mind is obviously the Black Rose versus Warrock special, but that was before Vrains. Like, that was the last time where, like, a true rogue deck, one that should not have won like a big major event. I feel I every other time I see like a rogue deck win, it's like a really small tournament, you know, like 20 people or something. even then let's see what else we got. Maybe I need to refresh again. Didn't Clock Wyvern top latest KC Cup? I mean, my opinion on KC Cup has never changed. KC Cup is not competitive. KC Cup is an endurance test and how quickly you can adapt to like a ladder format. Even like the actual worlds do not use the KC Cup format. It's literally just there to sift through the shit to get like a bunch of players for like the actual KCGT tournament. Nothing in KC Cup itself is actually competitive. It's just about like, are you willing to stay up and play? And do you have more than a 51% win rate? Let's see. I'm talking about like major events, you know what I mean? Like huge, massive prize pool events. You just don't see rogue decks take it home as much anymore. And I feel like that happened pretty often in Duel. I'm not saying every single Duel Links tournament pre-Vrains had a meme deck winning or whatever. But it happened pretty often, you know? Like, it would be like, oh, man, what one fucking damage step? Oh, what the hell? How did that win? You know what I mean? Like, you don't really get that anymore. 72-hour grind, 350 matches, amazing format. Yeah, it's pretty shit. Any GG Tour Swiss Omega lol, dude. I remember GG Tour. The fucking company that frauded a bunch of random people with their money to throw it all away in free tournaments that they themselves did not host, so they never got like anything out of it. They spent what was like $200,000, and what they got was fucking a bunch of Twitter followers, like 10,000 Twitter followers or something. What am I doing, a top KC run? Literally never, brother. Sonobi, yeah. Well, Sonobi's like the face of it, you know. He's like the mod of it, but honestly, it wasn't even him. It was the people behind him that did all the shitty shit, you know. But yeah, they basically just like became a publicly traded company, like on penny stocks, took a bunch of people's money and then just threw it away on a bunch of tournaments, you know. That shit was tragic. I have no idea what they're doing now. I'm assuming the company went under, but I have no idea. I don't really check in with them anymore. I did at first, but like now I just kind of stopped caring because it's pretty obvious that they don't plan on doing anything. I'm assuming they just outright quit after losing all that money. That's a lot of money to lose, you know. It's not millions, sure, but like for like niche, like all their games that they did, like esports events, were all like niche. Their most like recognizable stuff was like Smash and like Pokemon, I guess. And those have like, you know, actual tournament organizers, not like niche community stuff, you know. What's up, G baby? How's it going, bud? Draw 2, his hand is huge. This is such an interesting matchup because it's like Tenyi, the master of back row grinding, versus Mayakashi, the master of graveyard grinding. They just, their hand is the graveyard, dude. They don't fucking care if they have back row or not, you know? All their good shit's in the grave, and they all activate on your turn. Your turn? Our turn, brother. This OST's Pog. It's, in my opinion, the best track that Duel Links has. Orcus 2.0? Nah, Orcus was like super generic, right? And it could be fit into a bunch of decks. Mayakashi definitely isn't that, but it is very powerful with the skill. I don't like Mayakashi. Oh, shit. Past turn 2, it's stalled. True! Bro, we're on turn 3. Who's stalling? Nightmare Unicorn gets summoned. Flexing that Effect Veiler. Prismatic, by the way. Royal Finish, by the way. Supreme King has best theme? Who, Megalol? All right. He's huge. 33 to the face. Would be dead without the skill, by the way. Skill saved his ass. 500 life remaining. He's huge. Sort of. Kinda. I should do Duel Links themes. Yeah, just me doing. All right, let's see. Skill for the kill, yeah. Bro, it's space for Unicorn. I'm pretty sure all my Akashi players play Unicorn. No? Isn't that like normal? Pretty sure all my Akashi players play, what is it, 2 of the Synchro, Unicorn, and then some combination of the what's her face? This girl. Yuki Onna. Sub DuckTales, how's it going, bud? Summon Avra? Yeah, maybe. At least the ones that have entered my tournaments, I have seen their deck lists, and a lot of it is Nightmare Unicorn. Most of them have Nightmare Unicorn. Of the, what, 2... This is the 3rd event we've done with this box. So between the top 8, between those tournaments and this one. 3x the Link 3. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just telling you what I see based on the top 8 results that get put in. Most people just play 2 of the rank 3. Could be different with others, but yeah. And that's it, man. It's too good. Too much Tinian. Is Duel Links pay to win with the droplets? Not really. It's one of those things where it's like, we know droplet is good, but do we need droplet? It's the same thing with like Dark Ruler No More, right? Most of the time when you have like droplet in your hand, Forbidden Chalice or something equivalent like that would have been good enough. You know what I mean? Obviously, we all know droplet's really good. It doesn't target. It can be activated in the damage step. You can stop things from negating it based on what you send away. But you do have to keep in mind, in Duel Links, you do have less free cards in hand, right? Like you draw 1 less card in your opening hand. And of course, we don't have as many like ways to add cards to our hand compared to, you know, Master Duel. So it's one of those like weird things where it's like, yes, the card is good, but I don't really need something that good right now. You know what I mean? It's not as good as Book of Moon or IDP when they were selection box exclusives. I think that's the best way to say it. Compared to like when Book of Moon was selection box exclusive, where it was just like, well, every deck's gonna play 3 Book of Moon. Like, why wouldn't you? You know, the only reason you're not playing 3 Book of Moon is because you don't own 3 Book of Moon. You know. So it's a good card for sure, but I just think most scenarios that I've seen someone drop a Forbidden Droplet, if I replace that Droplet with a Forbidden Chalice, they would have been in like the same spot. You know what I mean? So unless the game all of a sudden needs a way to negate multiple monster effects, it's not that critical. And then of course, once you negate those monster effects, you need a way for like to activate their effects from the grave or something, right? Because obviously that's where Droplet's going to be like most usable. Sub Daleks, how's it going, man? If you could choose to go second and be a good card, even then though, most scenarios I've seen people drop the Droplet, if I replace Droplet with like a Forbidden Chalice, the same exact result would have happened. You know what I mean? Like right now, I think the biggest aspect of Droplet being great is it's non-targetable. But like, what's like a non-targetable monster that you need to deal with right now on that level? You know what I mean? Not much. Like the best part, honestly, is that you don't know what monster is going to be picked, so you have to like activate your effects early. But even then, I don't know. Droplet is favored in the Constellar Omega Pallades. Ironically, I think that is where we've seen it have the most effect against Pallades. But again, even then, he could have just he chained it to its effect. So he could have just chained Chalice. So yeah, I mean, I guess if you have that specific board set up, you have Pallades and Omega specifically set up Droplet would break that board. But even then, I feel like even if you just have Droplet, you're okay. Like, you'd be all right. I don't know, man. We'll have to see. I mean, we also haven't seen the card be played and what people claim to be the best decks for it. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, Evil Twin is really good with it. We haven't seen those decks played, you know? And that's the one thing with selection box cards. It's hard to gauge how good they are because people just don't go for selection as often as they go for like a new box, because obviously it's paywalled, you know what I mean? Not like super paywalled, but it's like half paywalled. So yeah, Live Twin has a new selection box card, dude. What the hell? So it's kind of rough, like, especially in a free tournament where people, you know, like, the best way to know how good Droplet is if there was a tournament that had like a $20 entry fee or like a $15 entry fee, you know what I mean? And it had like 200 players. Then you would really know if Droplet was good. But for free tournaments like ours, you're not going to know until like a couple weeks have passed and people have been able to get into the selection box to actually get the card. I have one Droplet, I'm content. But early thoughts on it, yeah, I agree. It's not like a Book of Moon. It's not like an Ice Dragon Prison. It's good, but not necessary, for sure. I think you can get around it. I love you, bro. I love you, too. When IDP came out, it wasn't good. I'm going to have to hard disagree with you, bro. I think IDP was amazing when it came out. It's just people didn't own it. You know? You could argue it wasn't as good as Book of Moon, but Book of Moon was literally like the fucking card that made people hate selection boxes, you know? Ice Dragon Prison was definitely good, though. That shit was really good. That shit was disgusting. If you could play 3 of it, you were playing 3 of it. Not everyone played it? Yeah, not everyone played it because not everybody owned it. There's a difference between people not owning it because it's too expensive versus people not have, like, you know, not playing it even though they have it in their trunk, you know? Fiendish Chain was nasty too. Oh, Fiendish Chain, unironically, was probably the second, like, after Book of Moon, was probably the second most, like, desirable back row at the time. It's obviously useless now. It didn't age very well. But back in the day when we had more limited back row, Fiendish Chain was one of those cards where it was like, oh my god, you know what I mean? If Book came out today, it'd be Limit 3. Yeah, exactly. See, the thing with the thing with selection box cards now is, like, when they come out, they're Limit 3 right away. Fiendish Chain, Book of Moon, when they came out, they weren't. And they probably never will be because they weren't, you know? Like, Konami's always thinking of those people that paid that much money for those cards. I wouldn't be surprised if every top 10 KC had 2 to 3 droplets. Yeah, maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. That is something to keep in mind, right? Like, the Limit 3 limit does affect the game very, very wildly. Book of Moon is so impactful. I still believe Book of Moon is the best Duel Links card, dude. Like, it's a super impactful back row card. it impacts every single deck, including Link decks, as long as, like, look, see, we're using it right now against a Link deck, and it still can impact to some degree. And it does, most importantly, does not take up your limit 3 spot. So you can have a super impactful back row card that doesn't take up your fucking back row slot. It's so massive, you know? That's pretty good. Watch Salad win Casey? Yeah, they always win Casey. I remember being annoyed when Karma Cut was exclusive. Yeah, that was something, dude. Remember when we were trying to get Karma Cut nerfed, dude? To be fair, back in the day, it needed it. These days, nah, but it's funny to see how, like, the power creep kind of fixed it. Holy. Good times. Good old Karen Cut. People using that shit in Harpy and Blue Eyes. This is so annoying. Nowadays, it's like whatever. It's just back in the day, like every deck just had like one card, and if you stopped it, it was GG's, you know? Nowadays, like, oh, you stopped my one card? What about my 3 others in hand? Yeah, Karma Cut was Selection Box Mini. I think it came out with the Levianeer box, right? Yeah, it used to be Selection only. Karma Cut in Harpies, get rid of 2 cards, yeah. I wonder why Konami spends so much money into sponsoring TCG people to promote Duel Links. Because there's like an imbalance. Like TCG has way more interest than both Master Duel and Duel Links. You know, like there's more like people actively playing the game, like in real life. Like if you ever, like I went to YCS Richmond and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of people into physical paper Yu-Gi-Oh. It is definitely more than the because most of the, like, here's the thing, right? Not everyone that plays Duel Links and Master Duel play paper, but everyone that plays paper plays those games. You know what I mean? What's up, RPG Prince? It's one of those things where it's like, if you sponsor a Duel Links player to do a Duel Links tournament, if you sponsor a Master Duel player to do a Master Duel tournament, if you sponsor a TCG player to do a TCG tournament, well, you've already, like, those players already are there. You know what I mean? So it's better to just take, like, your largest audience and put it into, like, your smallest game and try to, like, get it going. At least that's their mindset. Whether or not that's the way you should, More people attend events now than 10 years ago. Yeah, real-life events for Yu-Gi-Oh! Are huge, dude. It's so huge. But I also think it's a double-edged sword. Not everyone is there for Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what I mean? Some people are there just for money. Hey, I'm gonna be real. Some people are just there for the money culture. You know, there's vendors, there's people trading cards, there's people winning prizes, and then people buying them right away. It's a little bit more involved than just like a video game, you know? One Piece TCG popping off. Yeah, One Piece TCG is very popular right now. The current prediction, because like the top 3 card games, right, is Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering. Obviously in reverse order. Magic the Gathering is the biggest, Pokemon second biggest, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is third largest. But there's a lot of people estimating that if One Piece continues its current growth, it will overtake Yu-Gi-Oh! As the third largest. I thought Digimon was up there too. Digimon is right behind One Piece, funny enough. Are Shadalls still in? Probably not, man. Have I seen Pal World? Yeah, we talked about it earlier on stream. It's pretty funny. Pal World's interesting because right now it's definitely in like the flavor of the month phase, right? But like I would love to see where that game goes. Because here's the thing, it sold like what, 3 million copies or something like that. I don't know, maybe 4 million now. I have no idea. But it is selling them at like $20 a pop. So you got to keep that in mind, right? Just something to keep in mind. It'll be interesting to see if people continue playing it in like a few months to like a year. Because if they do, that's when I'd be like, okay, yeah, Pokemon's got to be like, you know what I mean? Like they gotta be careful now. But we'll see. We will see. It's like Pokemon, you play it, and once you played enough, you drop it. It's not a multiplayer PvP game, so it will fall off. I mean, that's what I'm saying, though, right? Like, well, I don't know about falling off, because it's like a base builder type game. And those games, people, I don't know why, man, but people love those games like crazy. It's not my personal favorite, but a lot of people love, like, that Valheim / Ark. They don't need it to be competitive for it to be, like, relevant. You know what I mean? Those types of games just are big on their own. That being said, there's no reason like there isn't like more again, it's an early access game, and the fact that an early access game sold that much is kind of massive. Like, definitely, I don't want to undersell it, but the fact that it sold so much already is huge. But I'm more curious to see if it'll actually be able to hold on to that. Runs better than the newest Pokemon games? Well, to be fair, the newest Pokemon games have to be run on the Switch. Everything runs like shit on the Switch, bro. In my opinion, like, here's the thing, right? If a game is running on 30 FPS and that's the best it can do, it's running like shit. You know what I mean? The only, like, 60 FPS game I know that's, like, actually looks good is, like, Metroid on the Switch. At first sight, Power World looked like a cursed Unity game. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't even think the Pokemon aspect of it is what's really getting people like into the game. I think it's like the open world exploration / base building with like your friends that's really like getting people into it. You know what I mean? The Pokemon part of it is just like, oh, that's cool. You know, I'm glad we could do that. Aw, dude, Pokemon on Steam or on the Steam Deck is like a dream, bro. They're never gonna do it, but I don't know, man. I got fucking Scarlet and Violet for my brother to play, and it just wasn't. It just wasn't. It wasn't it, boys. Was not it. It had good ideas. I liked what they were going for, but yeah, that shit was kind of unfortunate. Pokemon has no changes. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't even upset about that. It ran like really bad. It ran really badly. The mechanics felt half-baked. Like, it felt like I was a game tester for a game that's supposed to come out in another 2 to 3 years. You know what I mean? Textures were really bad and ugly looking. It just didn't feel like... it felt like they... You ever, like, watch people who are really bad at cooking cook food? Like, it looks like one of those people that, like, took a piece of chicken, put it in the pan, forgot to turn the oven on, turns it on for, like, 10 seconds, turns it off, and then serves it to you. And you're like, hello? This is clearly undercooked. That's what it feels like. Like, the repeated formula and all that, hey, it's Pokemon, you know? Kids love it. It's a kid's game. It is what it is, you know? But the fact that the game ran like that, and then you have Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which, holy, I don't know how they got 30 FPS on the Switch for those games. Hey, listen, I'm not saying those games run well because they're not 60 FPS minimum, you know? But the fact that you could even get 30 FPS on those titles is insane. Comparing Scarlet and Violet and Breath of the Wild is eye-watering difference. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. Yeah. With both Microsoft and Sony releasing first-party games on PC, Nintendo may eventually do the same. I actually agree. I do think that eventually you're going to see Nintendo games on, like, more than just Nintendo consoles. I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but I think we're going to be moving towards that. Here's the thing. I think especially, like, Microsoft is the one pushing for this because they have things like the Game Pass and stuff, right? And things like the Steam Deck are getting more and more popular. And the fact the Steam Deck can just run things like the Xbox Game Pass or just fucking run emulators. If you get a Steam Deck and you get a Switch emulator, you have a better Switch. Like once people realize that you don't actually have to wait for the Switch 2, you can literally have a Switch 2 right now by getting a Steam Deck. I think that's when, like, sales will kind of finally be hit, and that's when, like, Nintendo will be more open to the idea, right? Because, like, if you think about it, people were before, like, Fire Emblem and Pokemon Go and Pokemon Unite. People were like, oh, Nintendo games on mobile phone, never going to happen. Nintendo games with crazy microtransactions, never going to happen. Nintendo games with DLC, never going to happen, you know? But, like, slowly over time, it does happen. It's just Nintendo's very slow to adapt, you know? So I fully believe we're going to get Nintendo games on, like, Steam and PC, and that's just where the fucking culture of gaming is going. It's just going to take a while. Don't expect it in the next 5 years, maybe even 10 years, you know, but it will eventually get to that point. Yeah, my boy's still alive. What the? 100 life? All because of winter? Pokemon's highest grossing franchise, but they still release 30 FPS freezing game bugged. But they're the highest grossing franchise, but not from their video games. The highest grossing part comes from, like, the merchandise. Nintendo is super slow but insanely innovative. Yeah, the developers at Nintendo are crazy, damn. Honorable Sudoku? Let's go. Emulation is fairly resource intensive. I would be kind of surprised if you can get Breath of the Wild to run at 60 FPS. Well, consider yourself surprised because both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom currently run at 30 FPS, and you can actually get more if you want, but the game gets super glitchy if you can. In fact, Tears of the Kingdom had a 60 FPS patch the day it came out on emulators. So... I don't know if you realize how strong PCs can get, bro. But you can get some really powerful computers. Holy. Emulators are illegal? No, emulators are not illegal. What is illegal is not owning a game and then emulating it. But if you own the console, and you have an emulator, that's not illegal. Technically, the gray area is dumping your game on an emulator and then playing it on the emulator. That's where it gets a little sketch. That being said, I'm pretty sure if you go to court and you have proof that you own the console and you own that copy of the game and you're like playing that game, I don't see how they like, oh yeah, that's illegal, ban them, you know. The problem with emulation is piracy. People just share their downloads, that's all. Tears of the Kingdom released on Steam Deck 1 week before Switch. Yeah, that's that's the other thing. Someone leaked both. I think Scarlet and Violet was also the same way too, right? Or one of the Pokemon games. I don't remember which one. But those games leaked early, so people that had emulators and downloaded them illegally were playing it earlier than official Switch users. So there you go, man. Unlucky rubber ducky. It'd be that way. Objectively, there is no reason, if you are a Nintendo fan, not to have a Steam Deck. The only reason people have Steam Decks, or don't have Steam Decks and still have like a Switch, is either they don't know, or they already own the Switch, they don't want to like buy another console due to financial reasons, or they just don't know how emulators work, that's all. You know, it's not exactly like a well-known thing how emulators work. It's a pretty big difference between a GTX 4080 gaming rig and a Steam Deck. Yeah, just a little bit. Problem with Nintendo games, 20-year-old games still sell for full price. Yeah, that's because they don't really... That's because that's more of a disc thing. Digitally, more often you'll get sales digitally than discs. Older games are better quality. Hard disagree, bro. 10 ads is crazy. You should be watching on Kick then, bro. They get 0 ads over there. For those that don't know, we are multi-streaming on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. If you're on Twitch and don't like ads, literally do not watch there, bro. Go watch on literally any other platform, and you'll get less ads. But yeah, I hard disagree, bro. Older games are not better quality. Older games were more creative and innovative, but quality-wise, no. Older games are super glitchy and buggy, and you have to go mod them to fix that shit. Hard disagree. Not once have I used Dark Ruler no more. Same, bro. I have like 3 copies. All of them gotten accidentally, and I have not used a single one ever. That shit's crazy, bro. Hey, we did it. Game 2. Can we get the Cubics Fusion? Sure, why not? Pokemon GBA and DS games are peak. I definitely like the 2D Pokemon games more than I've like enjoyed any of the 3D Pokemon games. But if I'm being honest, that's probably nostalgia speaking. I think at the end of the day, Pokemon is geared to younger millennials to like kids, right? Like that's like their dream players. People, younger millennials with money, all the way down to Zoomers with money, and then kids, parents' money, right? Older millennials, they probably don't really care that much about Pokemon. I definitely don't. Hey, listen. For me, I don't care about the brand. I care if the game is good and if it runs well. And you know, it is what it is. Plenty of NES games are purposely difficult to artificially lengthen the game. Exactly, man. I just recently played through Dragon Age Origin, and I realized the game is good, but it's not better than like modern CRPGs. It was just well polished for the time. But looking back at it, it's almost borderline unplayable if you don't use mods to fix a lot of the bugs in it, you know? Older games are generally less buggy than modern era titles. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, man. I just played through Dragon Age Origins. That shit was a mess. Like, here's the thing, right? Older games, they're buggy and they're buggy forever. Newer titles, they come out buggy, but then they're fixed. Like, that's something we can't ignore, right? Like, they do fix the buggy titles, right? Like the new Star Wars game, it came out like shit. They fixed it. Fucking Elden Ring came out. It ran like shit on PC. They fixed it. Fucking, what's the spaceship game that everyone... Hello Sky, No Man's Sky, whatever. You can't really fix those old games. I mean, you could, but they don't, because why would they, right? Like, people have already bought it. And I don't know, man. I think when people say older games weren't as buggy, they just don't really, they just either ignore the bugs or like forget they existed. But when I go back and play older titles, because I love older titles, I think a lot of, I look past the graphics and like the idea of video games. What is this video game trying to accomplish? A lot of them had a lot of crazy bugs, either that I didn't know of when I was a young kid, or I just simply ignored because that's just how video games are. They're all buggy, you know what I mean? Like, when you play a modern game, like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 16, God of War, fucking, you know, either the game doesn't have glitches or bugs, or it does, but it's actively worked on. Baldur's Gate 3 release compared to now is so much better. You know? So it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like old games were buggy as fuck. And we just kind of dealt with it because it was just how it was. I didn't even know, like, a lot of the bugs that I discovered on my recent Dragon Age Origin playthrough, I didn't even know they were in the game until I like looked into it and realized, oh, that was a glitch. That's why I experienced those issues as a kid. So I don't know. I disagree. I think old games, new games, whatever, I think video games are very technically advanced things that have always been like super glitchy, super buggy, and it wasn't until modern times where you could like live patch it and not like fuck people over because it's like too big or whatever. And it's like, it's even more expected now for people to fix their games rather than just let them be buggy and not fix them, you know what I mean? And it's the quality of bug too. Like, the types of bugs I was running into was so bad. Game Freak legit lied. Well, Game Freak is, how do you say, special, because they can release a buggy, glitchy mess and still outsell most video games. So why would they fix the game? You know what I mean? Most companies can't release a shitty product and expect it to sell well or continue selling well, right? Like, if Cyberpunk, or if CD Projekt Red didn't fix Cyberpunk, The Witcher 4 or whatever, Cyberpunk 2, whatever they decide to put out would not have sold as well. But now that they fixed it, people are going to be willing to buy the games again. You know what I mean? Pokemon is not in that camp. Pokemon can release whatever and still outsell most video games that exist. You know what I mean? Even if a couple of people are mad about it, there are more people who will just brand loyalty buy Pokemon that it doesn't matter. You know? It just ultimately does not matter. Buy Pal World for half? It's not even half, isn't it? Like a third? Aren't Pokemon games like 60 now? 70? I don't know. Would you say gaming peaked in PS1 and PS2 era? Fuck no, dude. I will die on this hill. 2023 was the best year of video games, period. Like, that's not even close, dude. The types of video games that came out in 2023 and the quality that they came out in was way better than like any era of video game I've ever played, bro. Holy shit. From Baldur's Gate to Resident Evil to the fucking God of War DLC that came out. Nah, fam. I'm sorry, bro. Nah, fam. Nah, gaming did not peak. I think most people that say, oh, gaming peaked or old gaming was better or whatever, I think they're just burnt out on gaming. That's all. It's actually a wild take. It's true, though. I can't think of a single year where I played as many video games at such a high quality. I can't think of a single year. There are years that get close, but they're like Lies of P was this year. When they eventually fixed it, Jedi Survivor was an okay game. Fucking Final Fantasy 16. Like there's just so many. Octopath Traveler came out this year. All 2023 games. There was Pikmin. Pikmin came out this year. Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not a big Tears of the Kingdom fan, but that came out this year. The Dead Space remake came out. Holy shit. I mean, we've also got some pretty big stinkers as well, but Armored Core, I forgot Armored Core came out. Holy fuck, that was an amazing game. Like, any of these games could have been Game of the Year contenders in other years. Like, that's crazy. Is that not crazy? The Metroid Prime Remaster came out. Like, these are some pretty good fucking games, dude. Alan Wake 2, never played it. Don't have an opinion on it. I guess nostalgia. It is 100% nostalgia, bro. Because I also went back and played a lot of old games in 2023. I played through Dragon Age. I played through the Final Fantasy games. I played through Final Fantasy 1 to 9. Old games, a lot of the time, it comes down to nostalgia, bro. Like, I don't think gaming is dead, and I don't think, like, modern gaming is bad. I think it's just there's a lot more people making games. So there's also a lot of shitty games as well. Because for all these amazing games that came out in 2023, there was also, like, an equal number of shit games. You know what I mean? So if you're someone that doesn't play, like, Baldur's Gate, for example, or, like, you decided to play Assassin's Creed Mirage instead, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe you didn't have such a great year of gaming. Oh god. Peak gaming was Master Duel. Yeah. Peak gaming was Breath of the Wild, Witcher 3. Hard disagree, bro. I am so happy that we're slowly moving away from like the open world craze that gaming went through for a while. I'm just not a big fan of like open world games. I think open world games are just bloated as shit. You know what the best open world game I ever played was? Elden Ring. Do you know why? Because it wasn't bloated. You literally just go from, like, it's a big map, and it's just filled with a bunch of instances where you fight bosses. And I think that was perfect. I hate playing an open world game, and it's like, go collect a bajillion of this stupid thing that doesn't matter. You know? I like Walking Dead and King Kong. Yeah, true. Those games also came out in 2023. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage just looked like shit, man. It looked like a DLC. And I think that's what it was, right? Wasn't it a DLC that just became like a full-on game or something like that? You can tell, dude. It looks like a DLC game. What's fun about open world is running into places you're not supposed to, so it's under level. But, like, that's fun for all of, what, 2 hours before you start leveling and start, like, getting way stronger? You know what I mean? Like, you can do that without having open world. You can have, like, multiple locations to go. Again, Elden Ring, right? Like, Elden Ring, I think, is the perfect example of how an open world game should be. It's open, but it's not, like, I'm not fighting the bosses in the open world, right? Because here's the biggest problem with open world. Open world has this thing called leashing, right? Where if you're an MMO player, you were used to the concept of having a monster, like, it has to leash, right, in order to exist in the open world. Otherwise, you can just cheese every boss by making it fall or whatever, right? So whatever monster you put out into the field, usually the gameplay attached to it is just not as fun as, like, an instanced fight, because you have to deal with it being in the open world, and you don't want that monster to just go flying all over the map, you know? Open world games are good for kids that have lots of time to explore. I don't know if I'd word it like that. I think open world games, the first open world game you ever play is like super memorable to you because it feels like you're exploring. But then once you kind of play a couple of them, you realize, oh, it's an illusion of exploration. You know what I mean? And not really exploring anything. If anything, it's just putting more space between you and the fun content. You know what I mean? I hate when I have to run for like multiple minutes to get to the next place where there's actual fun, you know? I have arguments to disagree about Elden Ring, even though I have almost 300 hours. Then it sounds like you're burnt out. I'm sorry, man. It sounds more like maybe you're burnt out on Elden Ring rather than you didn't enjoy your time. Capsule Monster, real tactical open world MMORPG. That sounds terrible, but I would like a Capsule Monster game. I do like Capsule Monster. Yeah, I don't know. I think back to every year, and while some years had some good games that came out, 2023 is like the best year of gaming I've ever had in my life. And that's like including N64 era, GameCube era, PS2 eras. Like 2023, for the first time in a very long time, was where I felt like gaming moved forward a little bit. Like really cool things came out this year. Now, granted, there was a lot of remakes, okay? Like, it's one of those things where it's like you see Resident Evil 4 remake, and you go, wait a second, Rye. Now hold on a second, Rye. And you know what? You're right. There were a lot of remakes, and you know, Dead Space, Resident Evil, all those games, and the ideas, right, of those games. It's kind of hard to justify saying it's a 2023 thing. You know what I mean? But I like to think of it as 2023 gave me the perfect version of that game. You know what I mean? Like they made the game that they wish they could have made back in 2000, whenever Resident Evil came out. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. FF7 remake every year. I should probably play FF7 remake, huh? The second remake game's coming out very soon, and I should really actually play the remake. I got through like most of it, and then I got bored. We also got the worst Call of Duty ever last year. True. We did get a pretty bad Call of Duty. I don't know, dude. I've never been a fan of Call of Duty, so I don't... It is what it is. But I could imagine people who actually care about COD that way. Yeah, I could see them being upset. I'm not a COD enjoyer, if I'm being honest with you. You know what I mean? COD was peak Modern Warfare 2. The last time I played Call of Duty was Advanced Warfare, I think it was called. And that game was pretty cool. Oh, hey, Forbidden Droplet. Forbidden Droplet and the damage step, by the way. Hey, that was the first time today where we saw Forbidden Droplet actually matter compared to Forbidden Chalice. There you go. I think Advanced... Oh my god, he just fucking beat him down with a 900 beat stick, bro. What is this doing? Yeah, I think Advanced Warfare was the last time I played like a Call of Duty game. I don't know, dude. It's whatever. I think the last time I really enjoyed enjoyed Call of Duty was Black Ops. Like the first Black Ops game. I think was the last time I truly enjoyed it. After that, I just stopped caring. Yeah, I just stopped. I felt like I was wasting money, right? It felt like it was just the same game over and over. And it was, really. Black Ops 2 is epic. I never played it, so I don't know. Maybe. You might be right. You may be correct, but I will never know. I will never know. I did enjoy the first Black Ops a lot, though. I thought that game was pretty fun. And they had some really cool multiplayer modes, too. I felt that were very unique. I had a lot of fun. It actually had a good story, too. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it's fun to sit back and enjoy, like, a shitty war story. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't really call myself a COD enjoyer, so I would take my opinion with a grain of salt. I'm not I don't really care that much about shooters to begin with. COD even less so. Yo, it's Rockets. So what are you doing so far into the tournament? I thought this deck died. Holy. Look at this guy go. He's versus what? I don't know. We don't know yet. Get booked. Oh, it's live twin. Okay. Damn, 2 set cards. Let's go. We swinging. Book a moon. Now I'm trying to think of like what other years had good game releases. 2018 wasn't bad, right? 2018 had God of War, Spider-Man, Smash Ultimate came out that year, really. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, yeah, Dragon Ball Z Fighters, pretty good game. Yeah, I remember 2018 being pretty good as well. 2015? 2015 had Bloodborne. Metal Gear Solid 5 was okay. The Witcher 3. I'm personally not a Witcher 3 fan, but I know people really like that game. Fallout 4. Oh, God. The beginning of the end for Bethesda. Is there anything else? Some good titles came out in 2015, but I wouldn't say overall the year was that good. How about that? 2012? Oh, now you're going really old. I don't know about that, bro. Let's see. Borderlands, Mass Effect 3. Borderlands 2 was fun. Mass Effect 3, people hated on release, but I think it was actually pretty good. Far Cry 3. Far Cry, I hate what the series has become, but Far Cry 3 was fine. Dishonored was good. Assassin's Creed 3 was bad. Guild Wars 2, if you're into MMOs, is alright. Dragon's Dogma was really good. Gravity Rush is good. Persona 4 Golden was okay. Yeah, again, some good games, but I wouldn't say like a lot of them were good. You know what I mean? I don't know. Do you think Aerith's gonna die in FF7 Remake? I hope so. I don't really want them changing the story at all, to be honest. They changed it a lot. I mean, they changed it a lot, but they haven't changed it in any way that's like permanent. You know what I mean? Like they could easily just be like, oh, he was dreaming the whole time or whatever. I don't know if you guys remember, but there's that part in the game where Cloud's like Mako ratified or whatever, so he was like in the wheelchair or whatever, and Tifa was pushing him around. That's what I think where all the weird things are coming out of, but I don't know. We'll see, man. I'd rather they just not change the game's main story. I don't really like them fucking with it like that, but we'll see. At the end of the day, I'm not that big of a 7 fan to begin with, so I don't really care. Like if they change it, I'm gonna just be like, wow, that's dumb, and then I'll just move on with my life. You know what I mean? And if they don't change it, I'll be like, oh, cool. And then I'll move on with my life, you know? Like, I don't really care that much. That being said, I should probably finish 7 Remake before the next game. I told myself I'd finish it before the next game came out. Next game I want to play is Sekiro. Sekiro is probably my second favorite Souls type game. Or maybe third. Elden Ring's probably my favorite. It's just really good. My second favorite is Lies of P, actually. I think Lies of P is a very good game. After that would be Sekiro, then Bloodborne, then Dark Souls 3, then Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 2. Right? Did I forget any games? I think that's all the games. FF6 Remake when? That's what I'm saying, man. I really like first Dark Souls and Bloodborne. I think the first Dark Souls game was kind of whatever. I didn't really... I didn't play at launch. Oh, Demon Souls. Forgot about Demon Souls. I played the original Demon Souls. I didn't play the remake of Demon Souls. I would say I like Demon Souls more than Dark Souls 2, though. I don't know. I didn't play Dark Souls 1 when it first came out, so maybe that impacted my opinion of it. But yeah, I just like how I like the movement and stuff in Dark Souls 3 better. It felt better to play, like, physically play the game, you know? Dark Souls 1, I just felt kind of funky in, like, comparison. Like, in a bad way, not like in a we're challenging you type of way, you know? Personally. What's the tactical RPG that had 20 playable characters and multiple endings to permadeath of those characters? Several of them. There was Tactics Ogre, Fire Emblem. I don't know which one you're talking about. What's up, Nima? How's it going? But yeah, and then Bloodborne's really good too. I think Bloodborne would actually go up higher in my favorite list if it wasn't 30 FPS locked. Like, literally... That's the only thing that is keeping me from, like, ranking it higher. I don't like the fact, like, for me, 30 FPS isn't just like your game isn't 60 FPS, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, 30 FPS actually physically hurts my eyes. I have really bad eyesight, as you can tell with these massive ass glasses. So anything that runs janky like that, I can't play for very long. So even when I was playing Bloodborne, I was like, yeah, this game's pretty fun, but, like, I'm getting tired of playing, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's hurting my head. So, yeah, I don't think I can enjoy it as much as I should enjoy it. I understand Bloodborne on PC may never happen, but Bloodborne PS5 should have happened by now, right? Like, I'm not the only one that thinks that, like, that should have happened by now. Yeah, it's like really bad motion sickness is the best way to describe it for sure. Even 60, minimum 120. Yeah, I would prefer higher frame rates as much as possible, but I can deal with 60, you know what I mean? But 30 FPS literally makes me want to vomit. The only reason I can even do 30 FPS on the Switch is because it's handheld, so I can just have it close to my face, you know what I mean? I don't know. If you won't make a sequel, at least make a PS5 version? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, imagine Bloodborne in 60 FPS or higher. Ooh! I'd have no complaints. I'd have a few complaints, but none of them would matter. Did I play Sea of Stars? I did play Sea of Stars. I don't really want to shit on an indie game because it's, you know, an indie game, a passion project. But I wish the game's writing and pretty much everything about the game, I wish it was as good as how good the graphics looked, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I did not think it was a very fun game to play. But it's an indie title, so it is what it is. I went from Elden Ring to Bloodborne on PS5, just imagine. Yeah. I can imagine. For me, 120 FPS is jank. It's like watching a show or movie, fast forward, I'm like, what the fuck? That's actually, my girlfriend's the same. My girlfriend can't do 120 or 144 FPS. Or no, she could. So she had a game running on like 200 FPS or something, and it looked super janky for her. And 120 looked pretty bad too. But when I looked at her monitor, it was a 144 hertz monitor. So I switched it to 144 frames, and she was like, "Oh, this is so much better." So it could also be your monitor, or it could just be something that you know, like some people, it's like 60 is good enough, and then anything more, then it hurts them because it's too much. That's what my girlfriend's like. But yeah, I mean, listen. The thing is 60 is at least smooth. You know what I mean? like even back in like the stone age of gaming, 60 was still like, oh, this is like really nice to look at. 30 FPS has never been good to look at. The only reason 30 FPS ever like flied is because you were like sitting super far away from your TV screen. You know what I mean? Like most people, like they sit closer to the TV screens these days. Like honestly, if games are just 60 for the rest of time, I don't think anyone's really gonna complain. The games look fine, and like to the human eye anyway, it looks fine. The thing that I think is gonna change is resolution and keeping 60 FPS. With like bigger screens and better monitors and stuff like that. If you're used to like 144 hertz, 120 hertz, you know, you're gonna prefer that over 60. But at the end of the day, if you go back to 60, it won't be like a headache. Where going back to 30 just feels like, wow, this is really bad, dude. I'm good with 30. Hey, more power to you, man. I can't do it. My brain be hurting. Anyway, boys, I think I'm good for the day. That was an interesting tournament. They're not quite done yet. What do they have? A few more rounds to go through, right? They have top 8, top 4, top finals. But I think I'm gonna go get some lunch. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you guys, the players, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the tournament. We're going to do 2 more tournaments this month. I think I'm going to hold off for the new content, though. So the way it works is, generally speaking, I get anywhere from 1 to 4 tournaments to host from community. So roughly $400 to $500 to spend. So I'm thinking next month in February to test with, like when the new box drops, maybe host 2 $200 tournaments or something. You know what I mean? Rather than like 4 tournaments, because it's hard to make time. You know what I mean? Like after round 5 and already out. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't have the stamina I once had. I gotta go get food and do groceries and clean, and I got a busy day. And then I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Oh my goodness, dude. Anyway, probably sometime next weekend I'll host a few more events. Something like that. All right, boys, take it easy. Peace out. See ya. Enjoy.